Gemini. Oh, Geminis love me. I attract Geminis like moth to a flame, okay? Guys, never leave me alone. Go away. I'm just kidding. All right. Love life for Monica. I'm going to do a full spread for you because, you're the only person here and I like you. All right. So, and be sure to subscribe to me and also to follow me on Instagram if you want to check out more free content. Similar to this, but not really. I'm only post like advice and spiritual stuff on there. I'm going to do headspace, heart space advice for you. Monica's love life, Gemini. Okay. Strength here. You have 7 of cups, 4 of coins, 8 of coins. On the deck here we have the fountain. The fountain this is actually a card specific to this deck here. And so the fountain is all about having, it's so beautiful outside. Wow. Just looking at the sky just now for the first time today. Extremely beautiful. Anyways, so maybe you grounding with like going outside in nature, first of all, which is probably why they gave me to look over here. Like going outside, taking in the simple beauties of life. This is actually what this card is about, honestly. Is simply being, is simply existing, is taking in life to its fullest and being very present in the moment. Then we have King of Wands, expressing yourself creatively. Excuse me. We have the Star here. Hope. We have a 7 of coins, patience. So it's like you're kind of like at this beautiful stalemate. Like because on the table here we have the 3 of Wands, and then we have the Fool, and then we have the Ace of Coins, and then we have 8 of Wands, King of Swords, excuse me. So I'm noticing first that there's 2 kings present, or at least near each other. Kind of like, on the board. So perhaps you kind of like being in your divine masculine energy or attracting someone who is a divine masculine, but nevertheless you need to step more into the divine feminine energy. Divine feminine is all about nurturing, all about being very caring, all about just kind of, it's that really like flowy energy, like dreamy energy almost, and kind of like merging that with your divine masculine, which is more practical, doing structure basically. But your spread here, I'm going to get into your cards now. Your spread here is the 3 of Wands, the Fool, Ace of Coins, 8 of Wands clarified with the King of Swords. All right. So for your headspace, it's like you're kind of like exploring and you want to keep all of your options open. And you kind of, I think you can kind of feel that something is coming towards you. But we do have the 7 of Pentacles there, and that's all about patience. So perhaps there is a little bit more patience involved. But we also do have the 8 of Wands, so that's kind of like conflicting energy. So I'm getting that you may need to ground a little bit because again, we do for your heart space, not again. For your heart space, we have strength. And then for clarifying the Fool, which is that aloof energy that I'm feeling, which is why I'm like, look at the sky. And I think that's why I did that. We have the 7 of Cups here. 7 of Cups is all about needing to ground your energy, and the Fool was all about being ungrounded. So it's like you need to find that sweet spot so you can create creatively, basically, which is what that King of Wands is about, but also doing so like from a very realistic place. So like whenever I actually here, I have this jar and it's full of like mate traits that I would like in a mate, basically. And so all of them are very realistic. It's not like I didn't list like eye color. I mean, you can get that specific if you want to, but it's just kind of like allowing the universe to like have a way to give you what you want, but also having like multiple matches in a way, if that makes any sense. But it's this energy I'm feeling is very like open, basically. So it's almost like you need to kind of ground what you want more into reality. We have the Ace of Coins being clarified by the Four of Coins. So you may be attracting in an Earth sign. That is Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. Gosh, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. Ace of Coins with the Four of Coins is letting me know that there was a longing for a new beginning, but there's also something that's keeping you stuck in the past, basically. There's also like a thought pattern perhaps that is keeping you stuck, and that is definitely the Seven of Cups energy. And they're coming in right next to each other. There's more so like kind of fluffled, like more just almost sky energy in a way, but needing to really again ground. And then clarifying the Eight of Wands and the King of Swords, we have the Eight of Coins. And this is all about working on yourself, which is very interesting. So, rapidly improving yourself, rapidly improving your psyche as well. Help grounding this energy, the Seven of Cups energy. And yeah, so overall, without clarifying, your question was, I'm just going to reiterate, any advice for your love life would be nice. All right. So they're just, excuse me, they're just really asking you to first, be open to all possibilities, and to really we have the Strength card. The Strength is all about not overcoming ego, but like almost like balancing the ego, basically. So balancing yourself out, balancing your like almost the negative ego, the shadow ego out. And it seems to be when that happens, when you kind of work in that one aspect of yourself, which is what the Eight of Coins is about, then it seems like the possibilities are like there's just so much like raw creative energy on the board here. I mean, we have the Fool, we have an Ace, we have the Eight of Wands, we have the King of Swords. The King of Swords is someone who is kind of like that emotional maturity. So I'm really getting that it's like there's just like a little bit of like almost like details to be filled in, basically, in a way. But it's really like you're almost there in a way, I'm feeling. Almost to what you want, especially with the star here. It's all about hope. It's just all about having a light at the end of the tunnel, basically, to follow. And we do have the Seven of Coins here, which is all about patience. So like just kind of keeping that in mind. And I'm going to actually go ahead and clarify. And then yeah. Hi Luna. I guess we have someone else here now. So yeah, if you would like a reading, just let me know. Please make sure you subscribe if you like it. And yeah. But yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and clarify, which is just 3 cards. This is I like to spread a lot just because I feel like this is so open to interpretation. You know, it's like, even the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands is, again, that really like, just imagine a triangle and just like that multi-perspective lens you get. Like, there's like so many like adjacent possibilities. I'm just getting so much, but it's just like you're needing to kind of like ground a little bit, except with the Seven of Cups. Just because there may be a little bit confusion about what you desire, whether this be consciously or subconsciously. And always like checking in with your shadow ego, your shadow self, and making sure that you have done the work. I don't know what your childhood has been like, but just like making sure that you have healed from that, because if you haven't, you will attract a partner that kind of like does it in a nice, not so likable way at times, possibly. All right, so here we have pause, which is really that energy of that Eight of Coins here. We have receive, so spirit knows exactly what you want and what you desire. So you kind of need to get clear about that yourself. And then we have release. So there's something definitely from the past, this Four of Coins energy that is needing to be released at this time. And we have inner child. So yeah, I was talking about your childhood. So perhaps doing some inner child work at this time. We have commitment. See? Yeah, exactly. Signs. Needing to like not follow the signs, but needing to kind of like, with this card, because it's like with this imagery, when it's like blacked out, it's trying to tell you something, basically. So it's like you're needing to kind of like, it is so funny. They like walk blind, like walk with your eyes blindfolded in a way. So like walk by faith and not by sight, basically. Like don't rely on what you are seeing in your physical form, is what they're saying. And then the answer is no. Interesting. What's behind? Yeah. Pride and ego here. karmic partner. So cool. So cool how I just like read you. And then we have twin flame here coming in after action. So taking action to kind of like mitigate this childhood stuff, which honestly seems to be very minimal. Or just something that shadow work is like you basically kind of like going back and realizing that you didn't receive enough love as a child, basically, you know? So yeah. But yeah, so I hope that helped you. And I'm actually gonna pull one more card for you, Monica. One, yeah. Happy. Having a positive outlook. There's definitely that star energy. Just having a really positive outlook. And yeah. So thank you so much. And I hope this has been helpful to you. And yeah. So up next, Luna. Yes, I am doing readings. I just need your sign. And yeah, and if there's a third party involved, I would need their sign as well. I see there's 4 people on. So hi, peoples. I'm doing free readings at the moment. I'm gonna end probably around 25 minutes maybe, just depending on how much longer this one takes. And yeah, so if you like this, please make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share, and follow me on the gram, where I am way more active. But I will be posting here today. But I never know what to post. Like for people who are here, what do you like to see in readings that you find on YouTube? Like, do you search by your sign? Like what? I'm trying to figure out like the algorithm here to really like jumpstart my channel, because as you just saw, I am an amazing reader. Patting myself on the back here, just lightly, of course. I know, ego, whatever. But yeah, I feel like I don't know what I'm doing wrong on here. So for the people who are here, tell me what you like to see on YouTube regarding tarot readings. So I can kind of like, I don't want to cater, but I want to like be able to provide you guys with guidance. And it seems to be signs, but it's just the information there is so dense, you know? Okay, Luna. Yeah, do you have a question, Luna? Hi, Free Spirit. Can I get a reading? Yes, you can. Good morning as well, Ohio. You're a Leo. Awesome. And yeah, so you can get a reading. I'm just doing an. Luna is in front of you, so yeah, and that's all really. And I'm sorry for the lighting, by the way. Like I'm in my sunroom and the sun's shining bright and it's beautiful and all, but I look so gosh darn pale. Like you just cannot. I look so washed out right now. But again, for the people who are here, for the people who are requesting a reading, I asked a question. I asked, what do you like to see when you go to search for tarot videos? Basically, like, what do you search for to find what you want, basically? So I can kind of like gauge. Yes, you can ask the question. And Free Spirit, I'm going to be needing your sign, and I'm going to be needing your question. And an answer to my question would be great too. Sugar, spice, everything nice. But yeah, I've been on YouTube for about, this channel here has been up for a year now. So, I mean, I just haven't experienced the growth that I have wanted to experience, basically. I wonder how much bad the lag is too, because I'm not really getting your stuff in. Oh, cool. All right. So what is he thinking when we ran into each other today? What was he thinking when we ran into each other today? Okay. I'm just going to do a 3-card spread with this. And Free Spirit, can you drop your question, please? Thank you. And if you like this, please like, subscribe, whatever. You know what to do. You know what to do when you like a channel, okay? We all know what to do when we like a channel. All right, so Luna, bottom of the deck here we have a 2 of Wands, and how fitting for this spread. 2 of Wands is all about not knowing, like, It's like kind of like having a split in what your spirit wants and what you allow your spirit to have in a way. And then we have the Eight of Cups, walking away from something. And then we have the Three of Cups, a joyous opportunity. And then we have the Nine of Cups, the wish fulfillment card, having, oh, I need to put my trash out. It's Thursday, I forgot. I should have time actually to finish everything. I won't be doing more of this. But yeah, so Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment, having that inner like ground zero. I mean, that inner, whenever I'm like calm, well, not ground zero, point zero. So like, on like a number line, you have like the zero and then you have the plus, 1, 2, 3, whatever, and then negative, minus, whatever. Like zero is where you want to be at in a way. And then we have the Hangman, which is kind of, it's so interesting. I gave that explanation, and then we have the Hangman. The Hangman is all about kind of like asserting yourself into that place and going to point zero and being in limbo in a way. All right. So we didn't talk, whatever. Yeah, I know. I'm just like reading this thread, and then I'm like, okay, that makes sense now. All right. So we have the Six of Cups here, and then we have the Five of Cups reverse. We have the Page of Wands. And then we have the Nine of Swords, we have the Four of Swords, and we have the Eight of Swords. So just so you can see the imagery, we have the Six of Cups, and then we have the Nine of Swords here. That's letting me know that there is definitely fear in this connection. And then we have the Five of Cups, and we have the Four of Swords. So there was definitely, he was really happy to see you, actually. He was like, wow, I get to see her. Just a lot of calm energy, basically a lot of calm energy, especially after a time of tumultuous energy. But then we have the Page of Wands, which is really, really beautiful, like wanting to go there. But then we have the Eight of Swords, so kind of being trapped in that fear again. So like this is what I call zigzag energy. It's like, oh, I feel this, but then I feel that. Oh, I feel this, but then I feel that. So it's like there's a need for alignment in this relationship. There's a lack of alignment for sure. No, I don't actually, because I mean, possibly, but it's like he's like really like slow moving basically. It's like, and the energy that he's like projecting towards you is the energy that you're projecting towards him, and the energy that your inner self projects, like your super ego, which is your parent ego. That's the energy that you project onto yourself, and the energy that he projects onto you. So really working on this fear, like this, there's like, it's almost like, because it's like I have it as a 3-card spread here, and then I have 3 cards clarifying. And the triangle that is like formed from all this information, we have the Nine of Swords, fear, the Five of Cups, reverse, getting over fear. And then we have the Eight of Swords. I'm seeing a crow or a raven right now, which is, And then I'm seeing the Eight of Swords, which is being trapped in fear, all right? Like having, like, it's almost like you tie the blindfold on yourself, and you allow yourself to kind of sit in that situation and fester in the fear. So honestly, no, I don't see him reaching out to you, unless like, I don't want to see you do the work, and like I don't want you to do any internal work expecting external results, basically. But it's like this person, like you guys just need to do a little bit of healing, basically, whether it's from this connection itself, whether it's from past connections. Yeah, I'm pulling their advice here. Just, yeah, there's, yeah. And no one asked me my question. No one answered my question. I'm answering you guys' questions, but you're answering my question, which is like, oh, we're supposed to be an equal energy exchange here. We have reinvention, which is what I'm really feeling, honestly. Same thing, same, different words, same thing. Same thing, purge. there's a lot of like upchucking that needs to be done for sure. And action, taking action towards your healing, basically. And you have family, so establishing boundaries, big dreams, self-worth, and 5D. Yeah, I mean, you guys can be in the list, but like I kind of asked a question and no one answered me, so I'm kind of feeling salty about it, to be honest with you. I kind of wanted to know what you guys look for when you type in a tarot reading. When you're when you are looking to find a tarot reading online to help you with guidance, what do you look for and why? If you can answer that, you can definitely be on the list for sure. So everyone else that commented after Free Spirit, you have to answer that question before I can answer your question. And that goes for everyone who I haven't done, by the way. And yeah, so if you want to be done, please answer the question. All right. So yeah, for you, Luna, definitely doing some inner healing work for sure. I'm actually going to pull your this card of advice too. This is a lovely deck to pull advice with as well. Advice for Luna, please. That was 3. Okay. We have co-create. So there's something that you can be doing in your life to kind of bring you joy. And then we have breathe here. Breathe is all about connecting more with your breath. And when you connect with your breath, you connect with your inner self. And it's kind of like when you connect with your breath, you connect with your ego self. And your ego is like your ego, which is the it. And then you have your inner child ego. And then you have your soul. And then you have your oversoul. And then you have your higher self. And then you have your soul conglomerate. And then you have the universe at large. And no, not even the universe at large. And then you have the Godhead. And then you have like you have the yin Godhead, the yang Godhead, and then you have the Godhead like together. And then there's so much energy, basically. Just so much energy you can connect with. And they're really asking you to do heavy meditation. You said you were a Gemini, I think. No, a Cancer. Yeah, so that means you definitely have really deep intuitive abilities. So just using them, tapping into them, And then we have time for a nap. I'm like, how fitting. Please, because I said fitting because, you have 4 swords here too. That's all about taking a time out. That's all about just taking a step back, basically. So just take some steps back and evaluate who you are without this person, basically. We have thinker, someone who has 2 in their heads. The inner child card from this particular deck. So questioning, being inquisitive, imploring yourself, not stopping at point 1, but going all the way to point 26 and going back again, like just really exploring new life, beautiful, and truth be told. And yeah, so thank you for that. This is a beautiful reading, actually. All about going inward, basically, is what they're saying. When you go inward, you can't lose someone because you find that this person exists in your soul already. And it's super esoteric, it's super woo-woo, but that's what I base my practice on is meditation. And yeah. All right. It was Free Spirit next, I believe, but I did ask to have my question answered and I don't think they answered it. So if you could answer my question really quickly, that would be great. What do you look for when you are thumbing through YouTube to find a reading? Everyone's been saying, I think, love, which is like, but I get it, everyone wants love, but like, God, just think about your childhood and the lack of love you experienced and knowing that you create our own realities and that you will manifest whatever your childhood was, basically. So if you want to manifest your childhood experiences, then yes, you are ready for love. Or if you have healed from your love and, oh, you did. Okay, I see you. Love and financial advice. All right, perfect. So I guess I need to be doing more love readings because everyone is like, I love love. And I'm like, Gina, I'm a Scorpio, by the way. So that's why I'm like, I don't want to say I'm slightly bitchy, but I think I pride myself on not being, I feel like I'm feisty in a way, but it's like not feistiness. And I look super pale right now. And again, I am so sorry for the terrible, crappy lighting. But yeah, I will answer your question, Free Spirit. Wow, so now we have 7 people. We're at 30 minutes now, so that's great. I won't be ending the live stream prematurely, I guess now. Again, the question is, if you want to get on my list to have your question answered, what do you look for when you are searching for a tarot reading online? And everyone's been saying love or financial advice. And please make sure you like, comment, subscribe if you like my content, and follow me on Instagram. I'm just looking at Free Spirit's question so I can be accurate here. I think you said you're Aquarius. Moving forward with your situation at work. All right. I'm going to switch decks, actually. I'm going to be using my Tarot de Marseille deck. Love this deck. 4 cards for work, Aquarius. My sinuses just cleared up. So it's either like you're fighting something new, or there's going to be a sense of renewal. Like, I'm just getting like a lot of fresh like air up my nostrils, basically. Whenever your nostrils open, that means your third eye is opening. And yeah. So perhaps, I'm seeing a blue bird just now too. Perhaps like doing some third eye work as well. Aquarius. This deck is super accurate too. I would say this is honestly my most accurate deck. Well, one of my most accurate decks. Because I have to actually see what the other one's about. A lot of night. So yeah, there is definitely movement happening. No, yeah, we have one knight here. This is a page, but this is also you kind of like connecting with your spirit. Page of Wands is all about connecting with your spirit and like what it wants versus what you want. And now that may be a challenge for you, because we do have strength here, which is all about balance, which is all about coming into balance. So you're definitely not in balance with what your higher self wants. And that's kind of what that strain is that you may be feeling, or just this new adventure that your soul is seeking, basically. And so kind of like needing to give your soul what it wants. We do have here the Knight of Swords. This is all about taking rational action, but taking rational, swift action, basically. And one more, please. You have the Queen of Wands here, excuse me. That's all about embracing. So wow, a lot of birds are coming over here all of a sudden. Holy crap. I just saw this beautiful bird with like this like reddish pink beak that was like a beautiful tan color. And then I saw, I just got deja vu, holy shit, just now. This is something definitely divine about this reading here. They're definitely saying that you need to kind of like embrace your creativity more. Your name is Free Spirit. You definitely probably have Sag. I'm getting a lot of Sag energy for you. So Sagittarius probably prominent somewhere in your chart, or this is Sagittarius season as well. So needing to embrace that like free spirit, like Sagittarius, they're kind of like random and all over the place in a way. So kind of like embracing that. Look at some fire. We have so much fire energy. This is the Ace of Wands here. The Ace of Wands, the Chariot. The Chariot is Cancer energy. Queen of Cups, following your intuition. And then we have the Devil. Yeah, this is like kind of getting rid of your past. It's like there's something holding you back, basically. It's like you don't really believe that you can like honestly do what it is that you want to do. And now my crown chakra is exploding. You have a lot of energy around you, my dear child, whoever you are. I've never get like such like, I'm clairsentient. So that means I get feelings whenever I do readings, but like my third eye open a little bit, and then my crown chakra open a little bit, and I'm just getting so much like fiery energy from you. Definitely doing something that just is very, very creative, like highly creative energy is what you're needing to kind of invest your time in. And whether or not this has to be a side hustle into a traditional business, something, but it's like you're not fully expressing yourself creatively in a way. And you're needing to take like kind of like action towards really trying to express yourself. Yeah, my sinuses are so open right now. And I didn't recognize that as a sign as divination until my friend mentioned it. I'm like, oh, and then kind of that started happening to me as well. I'm like, interesting. Um, let's clarify this beautiful spread that we have here. Yeah, compromise. Yeah, so like needing to kind of like compromise what your desire is and what it is that you're doing currently. And then we have nostalgia, clinging to the past. Perhaps this is something that you have wanted to do since childhood. And we have self-worth, believing in yourself that you can do it, what it is that you set out to do. Metamorphosis, solitude, abandoned, action. What is this abandoned card? I'm going to use my Osho Zen. God, this is a lovely deck to have. Abandoned. We have receptivity. Didn't you have the Queen of Wands? Queen of Cups. Yeah. Queen of Cups. Really opening your intuition at this time. I don't know how much further you can open your intuition because it seems like you're pretty darn intuitive already, but they're asking you to kind of do more work with that, basically. And working on discernment as well, I heard really clearly in my head, which is clear cognizance. All right, one card of advice, please. You have chopped wood. This is kind of like doing mantras, doing like posturating yourself, basically, in a way. So it's like you kind of like doing something that is so simple yet so like that. Do something that is simple yet repetitive, yet you can find God in it, basically. So it's like when a Buddha or someone who is striving to become a Buddha, when they go out into the wilderness and they pick a task like doing a mantra or doing a mudra. Mudras are like this, or this is a mudra. No, this is a mudra. Excuse me. But mudras are basically your like hand opening up channels in your body via your hands. So kind of like doing that so repetitively that it becomes like you merge with God through this action, basically. And I'm kind of noticing that she has a mudra kind of in a way, I think. I don't know, maybe I'm just looking too much into that. But just really kind of doing something that really sparks the divine within you, but it's super simple, basically. So it's like, it should be almost second nature to you. It shouldn't be anything that is a struggle. It's like me and my tarot cards, basically. Like, this is my second nature connection with my subconscious and thus with spirit. And so kind of finding something like that. And yeah, so I hope you found this video to be helpful. Like, comment, subscribe, share, follow me on Instagram. And yeah. I think it was, yeah, we have a whole list here. We have a running list. Maybe added to the list. It was, God, I don't know how to pronounce your name. Jaysha, I think that's how you pronounce it, or something like that. Please let me know if I'm butchering your name, because I don't want to. Oh, no, it was All Things Scones, actually, before that. Yeah, it was All Things Scones. So if you're still here, let me know. If not, that's fine. So I'm going to call out names, and then that's the order. So we have All Things Scone, Jaysha Gooden, and then Alexandra Anita. If you're still here, please let me know. Okay, perfect. You're still here. I haven't heard back from the other person, so I'm gonna go ahead and go to you. All right, so you wanted to know, I think, what's love? It's always love. I love it. I mean, I love love readings, but with me, it's like, what else is there, I guess I'm like one of those people, I'm like always against the grain, but I guess with like YouTube, you have to do what is tried and true, and what works apparently are love readings. So I need to just do love readings and see where that takes me. Obviously not compromising what I want to do, but just kind of needing to like get into fit in. And thank you for telling me. I feel like I look so washed out right now. Holy crap, I look so pale. Love. All right, so I'm just gonna do a love reading for you then. Oh, okay. What was Jay's reaction to me What's his sign, please? Pinkie Pie, yes, there is a list. I don't know who is next on this head list. I know it was Alexandra, All Things Scone, Jakira, Santa, mm, mm, and then Pinky. Oh, Scorpio, cool. I'm a Scorpio. Hi. Cool. Whenever someone says Scorpio, I'm like, oh, there's a me. There's another. I mean, we're all like me. We're all each other, you know. But when I see a Scorpio, I'm like, oh, there's like a Scorpio fam person. Scorpios, God, we're so fucking dramatic. We're so like he probably loves you. Like, how do you feel about this boy? And tell me how you feel about him. And I want to see what comes out in his cards because usually Scorpios can mirror pretty badly in a way. Yeah. This is a very interesting spread. All of a sudden, I sobered up. I don't know if he's like, I don't know if you guys like had any interactions, but I don't know if it was like if he could go from like super like open and vibrant to just like cut off. But that's kind of what I'm feeling right now. I'm kind of feeling like I was super excited. I mean, I'm still super excited to do this. Don't get me wrong. But what I'm feeling is that like there's this like a part of himself that he's just completely disconnected from, like completely and utterly disconnected from. Seven of Pentacles, Page of Cups, separation, yeah. Five of Pentacles. That's definitely what I'm feeling. And then we have the King of Cups. I mean, King of Swords here, excuse me. So yeah, he may have Gemini prominent in his chart. Geminis are notorious for being super cold and super emotionless, at least the ones I dealt with. Anyways, everyone is a reflection for you, know that. So we have the Knight of Wands, we have the Eight of Swords, we have the Six of Cups, we have the Two of Swords being clarified by the Two of Wands. So it's like he goes back and forth basically. He's like he definitely has sexual attraction towards you, which is no surprise. He's a Scorpio. But I'm getting that if he did act on those impulses in the past, it's like it's kind of like it doesn't excite him as much anymore. And my sinuses are opening up again. But yeah, and then we have this eight of Swords here. It's like all about being trapped, basically. And then we have next to that, I mean, like this is also one of those zigzag readings, basically. It's like the energy goes in and out. So basically like instability. We do have the Ten of Swords being clarified with the Two of Wands here. So he definitely like sees you as an option, but it's like he's really afraid. Like, and not even this is a very subconscious programming type of thing. It's like he definitely feels for you. He definitely likes you sexually. The Six of Cups is honestly like it's like that past life. I don't want to say karmic because that's a very heavy word. Like I don't know, I'm getting this like weird feeling. It's almost like all of my energy in my solar plexus, it's like I can like it's just like moving. But it's like I don't know, it's hard to describe. It's like I'm seeing what I'm seeing in my head are like little clusters of energy, like discs, like almost like a sun flare in a way that's yellow. And like they're kind of like they're interacting with each other, but they're like really distant. As I don't know what they're trying to tell me with this. I don't really know. to be honest with you, what that whole little vision just now was. Let's see what else they have to say. This is a very interesting spread. This is almost like my energy, to where it's like, when I like you, but it's like I have this like cold, like when it gets like not deep, but when it gets like to a level of like really, really feeling, I just kind of like dissociate in a way, you know, like, so maybe there's some trauma for me to heal. Okay, yeah, this is okay, yeah. There it goes. Yeah. And then we have numbing, which is like even more funny. Because I was like, I don't know what I'm feeling. And yeah, that's like this is the feeling of numbness. And like we did have separation there. The five of pentacles there. Too much. Yeah. We have separation. We have conclusion. Material world. So maybe his baby is the material world. Maybe this is what like he focuses himself on to kind of like get like not face his emotions for you, basically. It's like he still sees you as an option, basically, but it's like, homeboy has like, homeboy's a homeboy. Divine timing, return, divine feminine. Please stay in divine feminine energy. Do some divine feminine healing work. And yeah, so I don't know if you're still here, but yeah. This was a very interesting spread. It was like I was super excited to do this, and then like I got into his energy, and he's very like it's very cold. It's like cold from a place of like stay away from me, like from a place of self-protection in a way. Very interesting. I like this one a lot. I don't know who's still here. Everyone keeps like I guess it was Alexandra, excuse me, who was next. I hope you liked that reading. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, share. And yeah, support Black-owned businesses. Since that's a trend now, I'm going to hop on the bandwagon, okay? I am African-American, if you can't tell. Using my Black card here. That's my humor. Because I think that I should be supported based on my merit, not my skin color, which is why I say that. So, yeah. Anyways. Doesn't mean in way. All right, so I'm a little bit uncomfortable answering this question, but I'm just gonna go ahead and take it anyways, because you were waiting for a while. I should have like been reading this a little bit, like, so you wouldn't have to sit here and wait. But I'm ego genocide here, I guess. Ego genocide here. Okay, so the cards on the table we have are the Seven of Cups, the Ace of Wands, and the Five of Pentacles. Like I've never read for a cat before, so I don't know. I'm getting okay. Is he still alive? Yes, for sure. Just he's separated from you at the moment. Um, is he lost near your home? I'm getting that if he is, he kind of like strayed a little bit away. But like I said, I've never like done a reading for an animal before, so I don't know the like. I guess they're all energy, so it's possible. It was someone else who came in here and they had like the weirdest question as well. I'm like, another like not a weird. I'm not saying your question is weird or anything, but just a little bit hard to answer like with tarot cards, basically. I'm sure that there are readers that could do it, but I just don't work with animal energy as often. But he definitely is alive for sure. I can't tell really if he's lost far from your home. But we do have the Five of Pentacles, which is all about separation, and we do have conclusion. So yeah. No, you have not missed your turn. I'm just kind of going down the list that we have here. So yeah. And yeah, so that's kind of all I'm getting away from this advice for this person. Spirit, please. I love these questions that like kind of stump me a little bit because I feel like tarot can be a little bit too easy to read sometimes. Like I like a challenge. You have a change in the wind, so perhaps this creature is coming back towards you. Just to be fair, yeah, I'm not getting really a yes or a no with the last part. You have Yang here, so possibly putting up loss signs around your neighborhood. And if you have a local if you have a local like Facebook group thing, like some people have well, at least where I live at, we have a local Facebook group and people post their lost animals there. So perhaps doing that. And yeah, that's the practical advice I could give you. Oh, so many posters. Have you tried online possibly? And that will be the last thing. Taking action. And yeah. All right. So I think next would be I don't think these other people are still here. So I'm just gonna go do Pinkie Pie. What was your question and your sign? I think you were Gemini, but I could be wrong. Hello. How are you doing today? Again, I'm so sorry about the shady lighting. I'm like just in my sunroom in the sun. So yeah. Yeah, cats can be very they're just super independent creatures, which we also like. They're just a little bit too independent. Yeah, of course, Pinkie Pie. And for everyone who's here, I just asked everyone in the audience before I answer your question, what do you look for when you go to find a tarot reading online, right? So after you answer that question and you post your question and you post your sign, then I will be more than happy to give you a full spread, actually. I'm just on my phone right now. So I'm totally here just checking because, God, I'm like slightly ADHD, I think. I think everyone's slightly ADHD because my attention span is just like can be shot to hell sometimes. And what do you look for when you type in a tarot reading online? And what is your sign and what is their sign? I mean, our perceptions. I mean, I don't know like what you consider to be fragile, but like an animal is going to be an animal. Basically, it's like doesn't matter like how quote fragile he is. They're like kind of meant to be in the wild of them like they're like especially cats I feel in a way they're like more like cunning and conniving feeling to me versus dogs. They're more like happy-go-lucky. I try to find what's up, or anything that I know not. I try to find what's up or anything that I know not and possibly future. I try to find out what's up or anything that I know. And also your sign. Is there like any way I could like post like what is required in the chat and like pin it in the chat? I don't really use like these thingies and the bobs. Let's see. Hi. Let's see what I say. Where does it go? Does it go like in? I didn't know that actually. I don't have any animals and I don't want any animals in my home just because I'm like a slightly OCD freak and it needs to be super quiet, so I can't have dog. And then cats, I mean, they're fine. I just feel like they're slightly boring and they wouldn't add anything like to my life, really. So I think I'm just happy being alone. But I did not know that cats with long fur are more fragile than cats with short hair. That's very interesting. I wonder if the same can be said about dogs. Scorpio. All right, there you go. Let's see. You said you wanted to know. You asked 2 questions here. I'm going to only answer one because one is indicative of the other, basically, which is how does he feel about you? You are a Aquarius. So I'm going to be using this deck. All right. Headspace, heart space, Scorpio. He's Aquarius, so Scorpio. God, Aquariuses are just. I just feel like aloof already before even doing this reading. Yeah, this person is very slow. This person, I was getting some Ten of Cups energy, so there it is. It's like interesting. I'm happy I saw that. Also, Ten of Swords behind that. Then we have Knight of Coins here. 6 of Coins, and then the Star. This is really letting me know that there's definitely like an energy between you guys, a very serious energy as well. I do think that this person is like whenever you come into contact with an air sign, they're very logical, they're very pragmatic, they're very like, I'm going to think with my left brain and not my right brain. So you definitely activated something in him, and he activated something in you, and then kind of he took a step back. He like was like, I don't know how I feel about this because we do have Judgment with the Hermit card. So that's definitely having like cognitive dissonance, like just taking several steps away. But there's definitely like a vibe and energy. Let's clarify this. 4 of Wands, Page of Cups. Clarify 4 of Wands, Page of Cups, please, Spirit. We have off right here. There was something between you guys. One more. No, I said one more, please. We have grief. Very interesting. Yeah, so it's like he's associated like this positive energy with negativity in the past. And so he's like, oh, I'm gonna take several steps back. And he kind of does it in the name of pragmatism, because we do have temperance here, which is all about balance. So it's kind of, I don't want to say like he lies to himself in a way, but like he's just overly logical. And when you get with overly logical men, this is kind of what you get, you know? And then we have the Seven of Wands. So it's like um he can't rationalize basically his feelings for you. So it's causing like this this not upgrade, or it's like an upheaval in a way. But Seven of Wands for me is linked to the Chariot, that's moving forward. But it's like he's having trouble like penetrating basically. It's like he's having trouble acknowledging. And then to further like solidify that, we do have the Moon, which is all about being in like kind of like this scary unknown place, the Ten of Wands. So it's like his energy is, I like this girl, but it's like I'm going to like overly simplify it in my head. It's very interesting. I'm honestly annoyed with him. Like whenever I read readings and I get a guy and it's clearly like he's like totally into this girl, but it's just like a block. What's the block? What is the block in this connection? And that's going to be that. All right, so we have vibrations, opening third eye, and really cool that I'm getting, again, the sinus stuff here. So opening your third eye, opening up your perspective, purge, fear, open crown chakra, forgiveness. Pride and ego too. That was one of the cards that flipped out actually. So we have, what is blocking this connection, I asked. We have victim, pride and ego, and devotion. So it's like one person is kind of like, I don't want to say like devoted to like, it's almost like being, it's like codependent behavior basically, is what this is saying. It's like there is, as much as you want it, you have to like fall back basically, or have to be able to fall back. Anything else you want me to ask? I know you asked about possible action, but there's definitely not going to be, it's like there's definitely healing that needs to be done here, whether this be with you or him. And since it's like this is it's both of you guys, and I wouldn't want there to be any action in this relationship because it will be toxic basically. It's like there's still some like subconscious things that need to be addressed, some subconscious burdens and wounds. The Moon being clarified by the Ten of Wands here, all about burdens, all about feeling overburdened, all about needing to release, all about kind of propelling yourself into this new sphere. But it's beautiful that this is a 10 and this is coming like towards the end. So there's still hope. The Star card, I love it. I love it. I love it when they like clarify for me. I don't even have to try. Overall advice. I got a feeling just now, like something kind of like went through my chakras. The here and now, staying present in the present moment, grounding yourself. So cliche. They love the cliches, but like seriously though, like really needing to ground yourself. Come to the edge, the tribe, yang, higher power. Okay, they said ask the question, but with these cards here, will there be any possible action? Possible action. And if so, describe this action. Yeah, this is why I say what I say. Any possible action. The first card we have is the Nine. We have sorrow. We have the Nine of Swords here. Possibly healing that, hopefully. What else, Spirit? What else? Possible action. Possible action. We have adventure, connecting with your inner child at this time, connecting with your purest parts of yourself. And we have vision. We have, oh, perspective, excuse me. This is the hangman. So, no. I said, gotta fall back. And we have letting go here. You gotta fall back. Healing, heart chakra. Oh, I love it when they confirm going with the flow. Intensity. Yeah, so it's like after you can do all this stuff. Okay, like I'm not being rude here, but I'm kind of like I see everyone who's one question. You don't have to ask multiple times for me to see your request. I will fulfill your request in the time frame and after I'm done giving a reading, but I am like kind of in the middle of giving someone something. So like, yeah, it's not over. Everyone's keep asking the same questions basically. Like, can I get a reading? Can I get a reading? Yes. The title of this video is Chakras plus free tarot reading. Okay. So when I get to you, of course, if you stay past me doing someone else's reading, yes, I will more than happily. I love doing this. This is what I am passionate about. This is what I love doing. This is what wakes me up every day. Like this is what wakes me up every day, basically, for like the last year. All right. So just please exercising patience. Please don't ask me multiple times because I see the first request. And it's kind of like it stuffs up the line here, basically. This is what it really gets at. So I have to scroll and scroll. So please. Is it over? They're asking you to just let go and to release. But yeah, that's all it is now. So yeah, it is over now after that lovely Scorpio Gina rant. But yeah, like I said, if you're here, this is what wakes me up in the morning. I want to help people. I want everyone to be happy. I want the world to be at peace and at balance. So me being here is my energy offering to you, especially because this is a free service. So I just would appreciate some patience. All right, so who is next? Because again, like I say, when there's so many requests, it gets just all stuffed up. I don't know who is here and who is not here. So next would be, I guess, Raya. So Pinkie Pie, you are done. They're just asking you to kind of like heal, let this connection go. It's probably going to come back around because the star card is here, or you will manifest something that is better than this person and you can't even like remember this person. And to further like drive this point home to you, basically I was obsessed with this guy named Skylar. God, he is a beautiful human specimen that I had the privilege of coming into contact with, and everything was great. All the chakras were awesome. And then the connection was done. And I'm like, okay, how do I find someone like him? Like I was just like my thought process was I cannot find anyone that will make me as happy as this person has. And this guy just kind of like randomly we started talking a little bit, and I don't think it's gonna, I mean, I'm always open to possibilities, but we're kind of like doing our individual healing basically. And me as a healer saying I'm like still healing, there's always layers and layers of healing that can be done. And so when you wanted to manifest these beautiful, harmonious relationships, healing is step one. Healing childhood is step one because I would say about at least 60% of Americans, I can only speak in America, we don't have good childhoods here. And our society around us is indicative of that because it starts with the individual and then the family and then society. When the individual is broken, that means the family is broken. That means the society is broken. All right. But that's just kind of me like hypothesis, not anything that's concrete. But anyways, who's next, please? I have Raya. I don't know if you're still here. I have Happily Ever After. I don't know if you're still here. And Jakari the Future. I don't know if you're still here. So please let me know what I need. If you have any third party, I need their signs. I need your signs. I need your question. And I guess I need to start posting this like at the tippity top because I can comment apparently. And yeah. All right, Jakari the Future. Jakari the Future. I don't see where I missed you. It was Pinkie Pie and then Raya. I don't see you above them. Don't see you. Okay, there you are. You seem to be a little bit feisty, Jakarita. Whatever her name is. Will I be successful? And it was Raya actually before you. So Raya, you're still here. All right, so it's gonna be Raya and then Jakardi. Just because out of the way that I'm seeing it here, it's Raya first. It was Pinkie Pie, then Raya, and then you. All right. Again, like, comment, subscribe. You know what to do when you like a YouTube channel. So I think I'm going to be going to I don't know. I'm feeling super energized still. So we should see how long I go with this today. So I'm not feeling tired like I normally would and I'm still super here. Usually when I'm channel for a while, I get super just loopy and I float off into the abyss basically. That's where we came from. And that's yeah. All right. Your question is Gemini, Aries, and your question was, will this person be your future husband? So I'm going to do a 3-card spread and clarify why not, and yeah. Marriage between Gemini, this is looking like a yes, actually. We have the King of Pentacles, uh 3 of Cups here, which is celebratory energy. And then we have the World, which is why I said yes. Just because it's looking like this person offers financial stability, offers you joy, and offers you this completion, possibly. Have the Page of Wands, 6 of Cups, past life connection, Page of Cups, Ace of Swords. Yeah, so I'm getting a yes, actually, which is very interesting. I like that I got a yes, because I was thinking a no. I'm always negative, Gina. I'm I don't know. Because people nowadays, they scare me. So, yeah. I'm going to clarify and then be done. This is actually pretty cut and dry here. Jakari, are you still here? Please let me know, and then you'll be next, and then whomever is after that person. And you are a Leo, and you asked about your boxing career, which is what okay, perfect. All right, so we do have soulmate here, and then we do have releasing karmic partner. So there may be just a little bit of cord cutting to do, perhaps with you, or perhaps with this individual. That still some completions, some cycles that need to be completed. But I'm still getting a yes. Actually, I'm just getting that either you may be needing to release someone, or they may be needing to release someone in order to really move this collection along. Yeah. All right. But yeah, that's it. And yeah. So great spread there. Very interesting. And then now we are on to the next person. God, I want a new deck now, but I don't have any decks in here. I don't have any more tarot decks in here. But I'm just getting tired of playing with these. So I'm going to use my Osho Zen to answer your question. This is a tarot deck that I use it as a tarot and a oracle because it's just multifaceted like that. Do you guys have any tarot cards? Do you do any tarot readings? You guys should. All right. Actually, it's interesting because I knew a boxer. I actually knew a boxer. So that's very cool that you want to pursue that. We have sorrow. And then we have totality. This is a very interesting spread. Whenever I say it's very interesting, this is like Spirit wants you to do some soul searching, basically. Wow, this is very interesting, right? So first we have a divine partnership here. So we have the Empress and we have the Emperor. Which is very interesting. Then we have comparison, 5 of Swords, 10 of Cups here. And then your cards are the High Priestess. And then we have Sorrow or 9 of Cups. I mean, God, 9 of Swords. Excuse me, people. I know the tarot cards, I swear. Just, it's translating. Then we have 5 of Wands. And then we have Control, Morality, and the Fool. They want you to do some more exploring, basically. I'm not getting a yes or no. Whenever I don't get a clear answer, that means that they're wanting you to kind of like explore your purpose more. I'm getting that this could be a short-term thing for you, but like as for a long-term career in boxing, no, you don't have to listen to your question. I know you want to know about boxing. It's like they're not saying whenever it comes down to free will, like especially when it comes down to taking action towards like a career or something, especially a career because your career is basically your life's purpose. They're always like less apt to give answers, and they kind of definitely show that side. They're just like they're wanting you to kind of explore your internal world more and why you want to be this. But it's like, I'm not getting that this is your final destination. No, I'm getting that this is possibly something that you wanted to do from the past or just something that I'm just getting, it's like a not really. Yeah, we have fresh start, metamorphosis, winter. Like, I'm not getting that this is something that is sustainable long-term for you, basically. And yeah, so I guess that's that. I guess I can pull an advice card for you. Oh, what is advice? A change in the wind. I think fitting. I think that definitely, I mean, I never tell people what to do, but just keep your options open. Keep your options open. All right. Because it may be something more practical that would yield more of a lifestyle that you would like. I think fire is supposed to be next. Again, I'm like, this is a one-person show, so I may get a little bit confused. My laptop's just like sitting in the effing sun here, getting all like hot. Who else has an Apple laptop? Don't you hate them? I despise Apple. I really do. Such a piece of crap company that charges way too much for their garbage. And we just do it because, I don't know, because we're dumb. Actually, just going to move it over here. Oh, okay, yeah, I was looking for you. I didn't know if I did you or not. Did I? I don't think I did. Happy, I'm talking to happily ever after right now because she definitely was before you. I just kind of got confused a little bit there. I guess my onset of doing too many tarot readings is starting to start now. Okay, a little bit shittier writing, but doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. All right, so yeah, I can do you next. I'm so sorry about that. Again, I kind of get like a little bit. This is why I asked everyone to just ask to type in one little box or one little paragraph so I can know who's next because this is all being done by me. So it can be a lot to kind of have to sift through and connect. It's just back and forth. Anyways, what's going to happen between Raza and I? All right, perfect. What's going to happen between you? May I have his sign, please? And your sign as well. And for fire, could you include your sign? And could you include your partner's sign as well? Is Monica, are you still here? If so, please include person's sign, your sign. Sweet Angelic, I don't know if this is a general love. Please include your sign, the person's sign. And I don't know if Queen S is still here. Again, please include sign and person sign. And it will, I think Fire's up next, and then it will be Monica if she's still here. If not, then it will be Sweet Angelic, and then it will be Queen S if she's still here. Oh, 2 Virgos. Jesus Christ. Do you want to hurt yourself? God, you guys are so practical. My mom's a Virgo. I'm like, oh, yuck. I'm just kidding, guys. Whenever I make fun of people's signs, I'm kidding, because Scorpios apparently the worst of the bunch. So, anyways. What do you... Virgo and Leo sun. It's a beautiful combination, actually. Could be very nurturing. Could be very, very nurturing. Especially because you're the woman and he's the, like, basically it's like you're the sun and he's the earth. So kind of imagine like how the sun affects the earth and apply that to your relationships. Like, wow, that could be really, 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 really beautiful. Growth, exactly. A lot of growth. I'm just feeling intuitively, I think. What's gonna happen? So I'm guessing there's a separation or something. What's gonna happen? I'm gonna do, what spread should I do with this? I'm gonna do that spread. It may be a little bit harder to read. I'm not really sure, but I'm gonna do that spread. This is a very interesting spread. Whenever I say this is a very interesting spread, that means, okay. Excuse me. Again, my pineal gland is just like so much. We have the 8 of Swords for thoughts, and then we have 3 of Cups for feelings, and then this is the interesting part for spirit. We have the World and the King of Cups. So I'm like, oh wow, that's stunning. And then for the material world, we have 6 of Wands reversed, and then we have the 7 of Wands. So that's very, very interesting energy here. First of all, with the 8 of Swords, since I did it to where I wasn't really reading, I was reading you guys' energy together, kind of like as a unit, I guess you could say. And so we have the 8 of Swords. The 8 of Swords is all about kind of putting a blindfold on and then like being afraid, basically. So it's kind of like self-imposed limitations and the need for balance. And then we do have the Three of Cups, feeling joy, feeling very high vibrational energy. Then we have the World, King of Cups as spirit, which is the really interesting part. Having that sense of completion and emotional maturity, basically. So the Six of Wands reverse is actually what's like not throwing me a little bit, but I don't really read cards in the reverse, so I'm gonna look it up and also use this book here. Oh, I missed the trash. Actually, I missed it. They're right there. I guess I can go another week without having to take my trash out, guys. Thanks for tying me up. I'm just kidding. I love you guys so much. Excessive pride, false praise, betrayal, fear, disloyalty. And then we have the Seven of Wands here. So this is another interesting part, because whenever you have like 6, 7, that's like really progression, basically. So it's like, I think there's definitely a feeling of triumph in this relationship. I'm definitely thinking that there was definitely going to be a convergence of energy again. When can you allow yourself to move past this Eight of Swords energy? And just to give you some more insight, because whenever I read cards to get feelings, and it's kind of hard to describe feelings, but mentally trapped, self-doubt, immobile, a seemingly impossible task, obliviousness to one's blindness, trapped in fear, seeing a way out of a situation, feeling like kind of having tunnel vision in a way, honestly. So it's almost like if you could like drop whatever like expectations you may have from this person. I'm getting that it's just like I'm getting a lot of beautiful energy around this connection. We have death here, energy of transformation. We have the Musician, Six of Swords, moving on, like just having this like, and it could be it can even be like once you drop this connection, like something else is coming along, But I'm not even dropping this connection, just dropping this tunnel vision aspect around this connection. There's something that you aren't seeing clearly enough to be able to like perceive what you're needing to perceive, basically. And yeah. Who is this Sean Adams person? You seem like a very like immature. Like, do you not have anything better to do with your time than to just leave really odd remarks on someone's video? I mean, okay. Anyways, you literally, I was reading your comment, and then you said that you were separated, and then we have abandoned here. So you're reading it as separation, or it's like someone's reading it as separation, but really it's like they feel abandoned. This Eight of Swords energy is. Oh wow, I've never read it like that. Could the Eight of Swords be the card of abandonment? Who knows? You have signs. Yeah, Monica, like I don't think you heard my little rant. Basically, when you like I like literally called out like the order, and I'm not even going to get into that while I'm doing someone else's reading. I'm going to get into that when I'm done. Anyways, we have abandoned, we have signs, following the signs here. We have family. And one more, please. We have twin flame. Wow, yeah. This is kind of what I was getting. I'm getting that it's like I don't like they're not caring if this is like for this person. It's like you need to kind of like just work on this subconscious stuff here, because this is that barrier that is happening. I wish you could see the cards better. The artwork is like there's just a barrier, And I'm sorry for my nails as well. We are going to get something done soon, hopefully. Then we have return, spring. The answer is yes. See? It's like, but there's some like upheaval that needs to happen. There needs to be a firmer foundation laid, basically. But yeah, there's abandonment here. You know, whenever I see the abandonment card, that's automatically childhood trauma. Automatically, just because like that's, or at least some trauma that has happened in the past. Thank you so much. Thank you for commenting that, because people like really don't understand. It's like they're asking me like to stop someone else's reading to answer their questions, but like I'm doing someone else's reading here, and I don't want to take the energy to kind of like disconnect from their energy to kind of like placate, you know, when I'm like doing, anyways. But yeah, so you need to become on and be a moderator for me happily ever after. Jesus, it looks like we get along. All right, so advice, because I really feel like I never say this because I never want to like get people's hopes up, but I feel like this is a pretty authentic connection, honestly. It's just some abandonment that needs to like to be worked through, basically. Yeah, you need to follow me on Instagram so we can connect there and like chat and whatnot, because honestly I could use a person, like especially when this channel gets to where I need it to be and where I know it's going to be. I could use like the extra help to like just keeping people in line, because people, God, everyone's low-key impatient. I get it, because we live in like an instant gratification society. But God, doing readings takes actual work. Like I've done maybe like I've done 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. No, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I've done about 11 readings, 11 to 12 readings in an hour and 30 minutes. So just break down that time. Like that's about 15, about like 10 minutes per person, a little bit, you know? So it's just like, I need the patience to be there. I need to start posting the rules up. See? Soulmate energy. And time for a nap. Very fitting. Like it's almost like when you disconnect, and you really just like need to connect to this, just like whatever this abandoned is here. And it's coming up in your spirit. So this may be past life work that needs to be done. But it's like past life work is kind of like after you do like the ancestral, all the other crap that you need to do. Healing is a lot of work. Healing is a lot of work, my friend. But yes, your overall advice, happily ever after. We have clean it up. I love it. Clean it up, they said. Clean it the fuck up, they said. Clean it up. And one more, please. I love your energy, boo. Like your energy is just like, I love Virgos because they're practical. We have chaos and conflict. Kind of like you have to like dig it up, you know, and replant it. And then we do have peace, which is really beautiful. Co-create, which could be someone coming in. We have all that glitters, and we have imagine. All right, so yeah, this has been a stunning reading. It's like a lot of energy here, but I'm really getting that this person could honestly be like that one, not that one for you, but like a soulmate type of union, kind of in a way. And that just kind of cleaning up your vibration around it, dealing with abandonment issues in the past, trying to follow the signs around you. And yeah, and you can either end up manifesting this person back into your life or manifest a more vibrant connection. And I don't think you were here. I was talking to Pinkie Pie, I think it was. They was just saying that like I like was talking to this guy and I like absolutely adored him so much. And I was like, I will never be able to find another guy like him. And I haven't found another guy like him to like make my own, but I have found a guy that like I wouldn't mind him making me his, but me also knowing that I have a lot of work to do internally before I could healthily love someone in a way that honors myself, honors my purpose, honors my mission, but also honors him as well. So just kind of needing to find that sweet spot. Do not interrupt. Yes, exactly. If it happens, it happens. And thank you so like girl, we need to please, you need to follow me on Instagram so we can chat. Please, you're so kind. I love you so much already. All right. So we have Fire next. Fire, are you still here? Please sound off in the comments if you are still here. And you don't have to ever after, which I would love, like just follow me on Instagram so I can get your name. You don't have to say, by the way. I do have a list, and after I do these few, I'm not, this is going to be the end, because people kind of keep jumping on and kind of like being demanding, and I'm just like, we're not here for it. We're not here for it, especially because this is like a free reading, you know, like, and this is a free reading, but I literally give you the quality that I would give you in a paid reading, just obviously condensed, but still the same process of me like dropping, do everything I need to do to kind of just be in line. All right, so you're still here. Your question was, will Brennan text me soon? We're both Virgos. I love that. All right. I heard immediately release your expectations. It's kind of like dragging you down a little bit. But I'm going to ask, does he want to contact you? Does he have the desire to contact you? Does he have the desire to contact her? The Three of Pentacles? Yeah, for sure, with that being there. Then we have the Two of Pentacles. I got like a pain in my stomach. He may have like, I just got a pain in my stomach. I don't know if like it was like this a little dull pain here. Seven of Swords. Here we do have the World. We have Seven of Patience, basically. Two of Wands, and then we have the King of Cups here. So will this person contact you? He's like, I'm getting that, God, it's like there's just part of him. There's always like multifaceted beings that we are. There's also like just like multiple parts to each other. I'm getting, yes, there was a desire to talk to you, but like he's not doing it. And we do have the World on the bottom of that here. And you just said you broke up, which is interesting. I'm also getting this Two of Wands energy here as well. So it's like, he's kind of just like in his own space right now, because we do have the Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords is all about flying under the radar, being secretive, not sharing your emotions, not sharing your thoughts. And so yeah, but I will clarify for you, of course, my darling. But I'm getting this like a push, like a tugging almost. Like a tugging feeling in my solar plexus, to be really specific. And then we have, is Dorothy still here? 2 cards to clarify, please. They're so like, this is the energy that I'm literally like, I'm getting. It's like solitude, commitment. I don't know. It's like he doesn't even know what he wants, basically, to be honest with you. I'm getting this like, I'm getting like almost annoyed reading this, which is very interesting. Guide, abandoned, patience, received. Overall advice here. Interesting. So this is loyal heart. This is all about having that connection, basically. And then we do have commitment. We have deep knowing, go the distance, TikTok, come to the edge. Oh, we do have second chance. We have regeneration here. So yes, you will probably be getting a text from him, but he's still sorting his shit out, basically. So like, it's like you need to take this time to like also work on yourself as well. Like just kind of like look at the ego in the mirror and plug up any holes or any like boundary issues that you may have, because it's going to keep coming up and up. So like whatever issues that you may be having, just work on them, you know. But yeah, this is a very interesting subject because I'm not getting energy like particularly either way. But there definitely is that like desire, at least, to co-create with each other. And yeah. So I don't know. I asked if Dowo Free was still here. I didn't get a response. So I'm just gonna be done with that. Is Sweet here? Yeah, it's like awesome, you're here. May I have your sign, your question, and any third parties involved, their sign as well. And then next will be Phantom and Joe Aura. Oh, what's coming next in love? Awesome. I'm single too. Welcome to the Singles Club. I have been here my entire life. I love it. Not my entire life, obviously, but like these boys, these men. It's like you can only attract what you are, basically. So yeah, it's like as much as I want to fault those men for being wrongs for me, I know that I was also like toxic for myself, basically. So there's no way I could be like in their lives. Oh, self-awareness. All right, what is coming next for Leo? I'm going to do 4 beautiful cards for you. We have 2 of Swords, the Hierophant. Interesting. That's like heavy commitment. Marriage. Queen of Swords. Ruth, this is unfortunately my okay, because I actually did skip someone. So it will be Sweet, Phantom, Joe Aura, and Ruth, and that's the end of the list. And yeah, so no more peoples because it's going to be 2 hours, but I still have energy, which is really surprising. But your spread, Sweet, is 2 of Swords, the Hierophant, Queen of Swords, the 10 of Wands. So what's next? There's some healing that needs to be done for sure. There's an aspect of yourself that you kind of haven't like merged with yet. And so like I think I told someone else this, you can manifest in any like energy, but whatever you manifest is going to be a reflection of your psyche. So is your head a healthy place to be? But definitely it's coming in, because we do have the 2 of Cups, we have the Fool. But definitely it's coming in basically after there's just some aspect of yourself that you haven't confronted yet. Whenever I get the 2 of Swords, especially, this is coming in the first position. This is all about you just kind of needing to kind of like face the mirror, face the music, and yeah. And then we have the 9 of Cups here, the 5 of Swords, that conflict, King of Swords, and the Ace of Wands. Yeah, so that beginning definitely coming after like you have held this position of authority, you have made like the decisions kind of like, I'm getting this isn't anything major. It's like whatever you're wanting is definitely coming, because we do have the 2 of Cups. Like I said, we have the Fool, but there is the 7 of Wands here. So there is kind of like, I don't want to say quote an uphill battle, because love is flow, so it's not an uphill battle, but there is just a need to kind of like clean up your vibration slightly a little bit around this topic. I'm going to clarify. It's like the energy here is more so like loose. So whenever the energy is more loose, it's letting me know that they're wanting you to kind of be more exploring and kind of tap into your intuition a little bit more. It's like when it's less specific, you know? You have compromise. Awakening, I love. Yeah. It's like awakening to a new part of yourself, perhaps. And Monica, yeah, I see you. I did skip you on accident. And then we have Summer, which is like really, really like high energy, basically. And then we have refocus. So perhaps taking your focus off the subject, something in the past that you're needing to forgive, deception, fresh start. And then your overall advice card. I'm going to actually be pulling from my shamanic healing deck for you. Yes, we have tons and tons of decks. Tons and tons of decks. I need to get rid of some actually. Do any of you guys read tarot cards? Let me know. Healing energy. Well, there you go. Yeah. We have transformation bottom of the deck here, but healing energy coming right out. So there's something that needs to be healed a little bit, but it's like kind of like it's, I don't want to say healing is quote easy, but it seems like something that is relatively easily fixable in a way. All right. Sweet Phantom. That was sweet just now. So Phantom, if you're here, you're next. I'm going to do Monica because I accidentally did skip her. Who is best to me? I'm going to do 2 cards for each person to kind of, Yeah, and I hope it resonated with you. Sweet Angelic, whatever. Hope it resonated with you. Who is better? Whenever it's an either or, probably neither, but we shall delve into the energies and not make any prejudgments. All right, so I don't think Phantom's here. So Joara, Ruth, are you here? Please let me know because I am moving right along. If when I'm done with this reading, no one is here, I will be done. Sorry, someone's texting me. All right. So you said, okay. Do you know these people? Like, you, sweetie. Like, you mentioned in third parties here. And I need the signs basically. Monica, you're really sassy. You must be a fire sign. I need your sign. I need this shash. I can't pronounce it. I need everyone's signs involved and their appropriate like sign with the person really quickly. Yes, I love you. You need to be in the chat with me, girl. Happily ever after. Yeah, no, Phantom, it's kind of like you guys, you're like you back? What do you mean you back? All right, like I'm trying to be patient here, but like you said might be a Virgo. I don't know what that means. Johar, do you have your questions? Like, I need people who have their questions and everything ready because I'm trying to like keep this like train going. Bala is also Virgo as per D.O. All right, signs. And you're okay, so you're Leo. All right, so the card for Leo's energy. They gave me 3. I'm like, no, that's too much. A card for Leo's energy. Thank you. A card for the first. Okay. You retracted a message that I needed. Monica, I needed the signs and you retracted them, so I can't do your reading for you. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna move on to the next person here because you just kind of retracted what I was just like literally reading. Like, I need you to like, girl, you're making me feel like I'm ADHD. You said what are you again? You're Leo? I can tell you're fire energy. Holy shit. Both born in September only. All right, I'm just going to read them as a Virgo. I'm going to read your energy. What is Leo's energy? Please, dear Lord. First Virgo man. All right, so like, okay, I'm gonna read this first card. Like, it's like I just feel confused doing this reading, and I don't like that. I really don't like that. Spirit, what do you want me to do? Okay, it's like maybe this is like your confusion being like reflected into me. Because we have like beautiful cards here, like because I don't read cards reversed really, and especially like it is you need to but if it's like two people, it's none of them probably, to be honest with you. Like you because one person has two of cups, one person has 10 of cups. So one person is like you have a connection with, one person is just for money, is what I'm getting, or it has monetary value. So there it is. Some patience is possibly needed. New thought. Yeah, this is kind of that energy I'm feeling. 7 of Swords. It's just very like below the belt, very like below the table, not being upfront, not being honest. Because like, yeah. My friend is like, she keeps texting me, holy, like everyone's being irritated right now, low key. Maybe that's the energy I'm picking up on. Anyways, so I'm getting that it's like one is more of a like authentic connection, and one is more of a monetary value connection, like just for the money, or money has a big part of it. So it's like, what are you looking for? Do you want financial stability? Do you want to be taken care of in life? Or do you want that authentic love connection? Or no, sweetie, I'm telling you that one person is authentic connection. The other person is just for money, basically. So it's like, I'm not, because you said 2 Virgos, right? So I did it as 2 Virgos. I didn't do it per name because I saw the Virgo question. It's like you deleted something, and I didn't do it. The advice is to get clear about what you want, because you don't know what you want. You don't know where your priorities are, because you don't know where your priorities are. And I'm just gonna like go on to the next question. I hope Johara, I hope you're still here. I'm having an attachment with this committed man. Already it's a no for me, but we can ask the cards anyways. Just being honest, whenever it's commitment, you mean the man's in, no. It's always a no. It's always a no. Like, even when it's emotional, like, it's always a no. Always. That is such toxic energy to be in. My dear one, my dear friend. I love you already because I like you. But no. Absolutely not. All right, Aries. Just tell me about this connection, please. Tell me about if I was being too Scorpio. Scorpio, because I guess it's just like with me, I'm like, it's all or nothing, and if it's not all, then just like going about your day. Go, like, why are you here? Why are you here? So I'm just like doing a general reading about this situation. Yep. Pretty much exactly what I said, like literally. All right, so we have 3 of Coins, and again, this is whenever I do readings, yes, I do have a personal opinion, but it's kind of like, because I have an active meditation practice, I kind of like shovel energy into my like solar plexus chakra, basically. So when you do that, it eliminates the self in a way. So like I have an opinion, but then there's like, it's kind of like when I do readings, my Gina, she sits in a little corner over there, and yeah, she has an opinion, but really the person who's doing the reading is the oversoul, the higher self, Gina. Just kind of being clear about that. But we do have the 3 of Coins, 4 of Swords, that co-creation, that connection that you guys have. Then we have the Sun. I'm like, oh, beautiful. And then we have the 5 of Wands. I'm like, oof, no. The Sun with the Five of Wands. I've never seen this connection, like this particular like combo before in my readings. And the Sun is so powerful that it doesn't even matter what's underneath it, to be honest with you. But just knowing that there's a disconnect in your spirit. Like, like there's like a deep knowing almost possibly. There's like a disconnect in your spirit. And so funny that, I mean, this isn't for you. This was for someone else. But on the bottom of the deck here, we have deep knowing. And then we have the World with Ten of Swords. So like preventing conclusions, like preventing a cycle from being complete, coming to an end. And then we have the Nine of Coins, and then we have the Five of Coins. So it's like this connection separates you or severs you from a part of yourself that is intrinsic to who you are. But I'm going to use these cards. These cards will really read you to filth, basically, as my friend would say. They're really like accurate, basically. Yeah. Your separation. Mute. Recognition. So there definitely is like this energy there, but it's definitely more so of a karmic thing. And I don't like saying karmic because it's like, oh, it's a karmic. That means it's like less than. No, that just means that it's like basically like before you came into life, you and this person signed a deal that like you were going to learn from each other, basically. And so this is probably just a learning experience for you. Yeah. We have numbing and barrier here. So that kind of tells me all I need to know. This like, especially the Nine of Coins is all about like bad bitch. Nine of Coins is basically like bad bitch energy. Like I am like solidified in who I am. So I know that there's definitely a part of yourself that you know exactly who you are and you don't need this person. So I don't know like how you met this person or like why you entertain this person, but it's like they're asking you to stop it. Like we have devotion here, action, surrender, free will. So it's not even like this person isn't meant to be for you. I mean, they could very possibly be. I don't really have like a care about that, honestly. But it's like, it's just like the unhealthy situation. If I read that right, because it said committed. I'm like, oh no, we don't do that. And definitely the bottom here, just a disconnect. And 555 has an angel number. Do you know what if you know what angel numbers are? 555 is a message for you. And yeah. 2 cards of advice for this lovely soul, please. You have Yang. So we have 2 cards about action here. So getting in touch with your divine masculine, your boundaries. And then we have exchanging gifts. Communicating with the universe, like that equal energy exchange with the universe. Thinker. And we have Between Two Worlds. This is one of my favorite cards because it really kind of expresses where we can be at in life. Just kind of between two worlds, between 2 parts of ourselves. And I feel like that's where you are. You're this person has really allowed you to see yourself in a new light. And I kind of like this person for that, you know? I mean, I'm not getting that this is a horrible person or anything, you know? I'm just getting that the circumstances are not optimal for you, basically. You're so sweet. I like just all the way at the bottom. And yeah, so I hope you like that reading, Joe Aura. And yeah, that is the end of that. Another Virgo pair. What's up with all the Virgos flocking to me? I guess I need to do Virgo love videos all the time because I swear I mainly get the Virgos on here and I get the Geminis on here for some reason. You guys love me. Thank you. Yeah, like the happily ever not the like happily ever after said, it's not like a picking thing. It's like a line thing, and I'm actually 2 hours in, which it doesn't feel like 2 hours, but my time is actually rapidly wrapping up here. So there are no more readings actually. Ruth, did you have a specific question, Ruth? I'm not seeing anything. I just need the question and your sign, please. And that's it. Oh, I think, again, this is how I know I need to end this because you literally like typed it in there. yeah, I'm just getting a little bit tired. All right. So what's going to happen between Jay and I? Okay, move over for goes. I'm gonna be using my other deck. Sorry, this one, my Tarot de Marseille. Again, that was my bad. As you see, that's what happens when you just kind of do something for too long, especially when you do energy work for too long. It's like you kind of just like, it's kind of like a withering flower. You don't have the energy that you had. You don't. All right, what's going to happen between, what is a possible outcome? Okay, what is, this is a very beautiful spread. Here we have the Eight of Cups. We have Justice, which is actually, I don't know if you know what tarot is or if you're into tarot, but basically this is like an 8-8. So age number 888 has a message for you. And then we have the Knight of Swords here, which is rational action towards your goals. And then we have the Queen of Cups here. So what's going to happen between you guys? There's definitely going to be a sense of balance happening. And I kind of do see action. Like, again, whenever I say action, everyone's like, yay! Like, and they get super attached to it. I'm not telling you this so you can get attached. But it's looking like when you find that sense of balance within yourself, it's definitely going to be reflected in your outer world. And then we have the Queen of Swords here. We have the Knight. No, this is the Knight of Pentacles, excuse me. I said, all right, so I said the Knight of Swords. This is Knight of Pentacles. But ironically, we still have the Knight of Swords here. So definitely still rational action being taken toward you. All right, and then we have the High Priestess, and then we have the Fool. And then we have an Ace here, which is always great when you're wanting like that energy. It may take a while because the Knight of Pentacles is someone who is very slow, but it also is Virgo energy, which is really, really cool. So you have you guys' energy coming in. And then we also have the Queen of Cups. You guys, you may have water prominent in your chart, or may need to tap more into your intuition at this time regarding this connection. But I'm getting that there just needs to be a sense of balance, and it may take a while, and it may not be this person, but God, if it's not, you're all the best. Like, I'm getting such like strength, basically, like coming from wherever this is, and you having like this like dogged determination and just like something beautiful coming from it either way. And yeah, just ignore her. Like, that's what I'm doing. I'm just because like we posted what we posted, like we posted up basically. So yeah, just don't even bother. Like this one guy who wanted to like come on here and be an asshole. I need to block him from ever like joining my stuff again. Like, I don't get it. I can add a moderator. Next time I get on, we're gonna like chat together happily ever after, you and I. You're gonna be the new moderator, only if you want to. And like I said, I do want the channel to like go places and whatnot. And I'm also willing to pay because your services are worth payment. All this and nothing like asinine or anything, but I don't expect anyone to do anything for me for free, basically. All right. But yeah, that was in the. Did I pull your advice cards? Did I? I'm holding this in my hand, so I didn't. But yeah, advice for this person. I'm getting super clear though. It's like I'm just getting like a super calm, like zero energy. Like just I don't know. I don't know why I'm getting such calm energy. And the last person is going to be a Phantom. So Phantom, if you're here, please drop your question, your person's name, whatever. And I think you did possibly, but I don't know. I'm just checking to see if you're still here, to be honest with you. Please advice. We have fork in the road. And we have observer. So this basically detachment is what they're asking for, and for you to go inward. And yeah, like breathe, connecting with your breath, connecting with your ego, and yeah. May I have a reading of what's coming my way soon? Why are you a Gemini? God, I don't. Ugh, guys just won't leave me alone. It's you. It's like the Virgos and the Geminis. They just like flock to me. Like, okay, I guess I'm like a Virgo Gemini magnet. All right. I'm going to do I like you already, so I'm going to do a really nice spread for you since you're the last person as well. And you were super calm and chill. And I thank you for that. Not everyone has that energy. Like, you should have been done first. Like, not being rude to anyone, but like, you got to watch how you ask for stuff, especially when this is like a service that I'm providing for free. Like I said, this is my life's passion. This is what I get up to do every day. But I also appreciate just like good energy and not like feeling I'm being rushed or anything, because I like to give everyone a beautiful, like, I want everyone to experience what it's like to have a reading from me, like a professional paid reading, because that's how I get clients, and that's how you have to present yourself. But I can't do that if I'm like going back and forth basically. And again, I'm sorry this is poor lighting, but my laptop was in the sun and it's like, if you have Apple crap, you know what Apple crap means. Is all I have to say. All right, so what's coming your way soon? What's coming Gemini's way? All right, clarify. Ooh, beautiful. Bottom of the deck here, we have the 10 of. Oh, this looks so good in this lighting, though. I mean, like the cards, like this is a great deck, and the deck looks great. This is a 10 of Swords. 10 of Swords is all about kind of reaching a kind of an enlightenment in a way, like just reaching a new like perspective and expanding upon said perspective. We do have the 2 of no, this is the Page of Pentacles here, so having auspicious energy around you. This would be the Ace. This is a very interesting. No, this is the Ace of Wands. No, this is the 5 of Swords here. I don't know why I was having so much struggle with this card here. This is the 5 of Wands. So like keeping your spirit like pacified in a way. And then we have the 7 of Wands here. All right, so your cards. I know bottom of the deck doesn't really matter to people, but I always kind of like to see this is what's going on in the energy kind of. All right, so your cards are the World, the the Knight of Wands, and then we have the 6 of Swords. We have the Knight of Cups. Blah blah blah. You think that I didn't do this for a living, right? By the way, I can't like know these cards. Anyways, we have the 6 of Pentacles. We have the Magician. We have the 2 of Cups, and we have the 5 of Wands. So what's coming towards you? Definitely there's a completion of a cycle that kind of like took like a long time to wrap up, and now it's like finally done. And you're finally able to devote your energy towards your passions, and you kind of may feel a little bit reckless and like not know where to like direct your energy towards. So you're kind of being asked to kind of like just stay in this very like not contained, but just very like aware, and attracting something definitely in, um, whether this be like a loving connection or um, like something that you are really passionate about, especially with this Knight of Cups here. But then it is being clarified by this Five of Wands here. So there may be some aspects of your spirit that you can get a little bit clearer on, just getting a little bit more clarity and more insight into your person. But there's basically, it's like I'm getting kind of like the calm, not the calm after a storm, but just like when there's a really bad storm and then like the next day like it's super super pretty outside, and it's like, okay, like what do I do now, like, or like even like not even like overnight, like possibly like a long time, just something that kind of has been hanging over you, and now that you're kind of like finally free, it's like, okay, what do I do with my newfound sense of self? And it kind of may be to where it's weird for you to kind of have as much freedom as you have because you're not used to it basically. But yeah, it's just kind of like having a newfound sense of self and being able to kind of like get down into who you are and who you are as a person, and merging with that. All right. Yeah, we have balancing the scales. I love it. Yeah, a sense of balance in for you for sure. And then we have communication. This can be from someone, this can be from just from anything, but more so opening up like new channels in your brain in a way. Like whenever I get this card, I get like, it's like we only use like X amount of our brain. I think it's like some low ass number, like 10%. So it's like you opening up new faucets of your brain and of perspective is really what I'm getting here as well. Like, and it's like when you do things internally, they are reflected in your external world for sure. That's the art of manifesting. That's why I know like my like YouTube not being where I want it to be is all me. And I love that. I like how I can take responsibility like that. And then we have observer. So they're really giving you like really like abstract advice. And I think that's because they're really wanting you to kind of like perhaps develop a meditation practice. I'm getting that you're someone who's very, very, very highly perceptive, and like you just have like, I don't know, I'm just getting like a very like intelligent person basically is what I'm getting. And that they're really wanting you to kind of like balance this out some way. I don't know if perhaps you felt limited previously, you felt like you weren't able to fully express yourself. Just there was some limitation that was set on you basically. And now that you're free, it's like, okay, I have all this freedom. What do I do? And so it's kind of detaching here. And then we have recognition, we have offer, we have understanding. Yes, this is definitely your energy here. A very open crown chakra. Perhaps doing crown chakra work, doing crown chakra binaural beats. And then we have received. So we have great, like the energy surrounding you right now is like so auspicious. Like I'm getting like really ripe for whatever that you want to like happen. You can make that shit happen just because like you operate under this sense of awareness. I feel, I don't know, I'm just getting that you're like, especially because I know you're an air sign. I know that air signs tend to be a little bit more pragmatic, and pragmatism it's not how we manifest, but it's better than being overly emotional is how I feel, just because it's a very grounded energy is what I'm feeling from you. And as open as your crown chakra is, that's how your root chakra is. And your root chakra is the foundation for everything. Yeah, I love it. I was mentioning the masculine, so they're asking you to also work on your feminine energy. Perhaps this is that new part of your brain that you're activating. And so really like merging those parts of yourself. And one more, please, for this human being. And we have round and round. So you may like kind of find yourself in the cycle, and this may be the cycle that you have broken, but Also wanting to understand the cycle as well. A little bit more insight on this card, please. We have new life. Yeah, so it's like this had to happen for this, basically, and kind of knowing that. And I already know you know that, or at least like, excuse my nails, guys. At least subconsciously, I know you know this. So it's like I feel like I'm preaching to the choir because you're so like I think you're so aware and you're so perspective, and yeah, and so yeah, and then bottom of the deck here we have chaos and conflict, never ending story, truth be told, and there it is, between two worlds. So you just really merging parts of yourself that needing to experience new parts of yourself or needing to have new experiences to kind of, God, I look so you need to merge yourself and to have new experiences, basically. All right. So yeah, this is going to be the end of the live. I'm super happy that all the lovely people joined. Please, the ones especially that you know if we connected or not, follow me on Instagram so we can continue this beautiful this dynamic. I love it. I love inviting new people into my tribe. I love growing my community. I love interacting with new people. All right. So thank you guys so much for joining me on this live stream. I may be doing one again soon, so make sure you subscribe and be on the lookout for more. And I also put out free content on here as well as my Instagram. And I do have a 6-week mentorship program where we can work one-on-one together. If you want to expand your spirituality and gain more insight into your intuition, that is www.spirituallygina.com. And you can book your one-to-one private tarot reading with me at www.thesimons.tarot. And please follow me on Instagram if you don't want to do any of that shit. Follow me on Instagram for free stuff, free content at spirituallygina. Thank you so much, and I hope you guys have a beautiful day. Namaste. And I love you guys.